This is a set which the idea of this particular set has appeared in CAT before 2017 as well. I don't precisely remember which year, but a similar kind of idea has appeared in CAT. So this is a very common type of idea, fractional percentage distribution and all. So let's go through the context one. So you have the whatever funky pizzeria or something was required to supply pizzas to three different parties. So these are the parties, party one, two, and three. The total number of pizzas it had to deliver was 800, 70% of which was to deliver to party three and rest equally divided between party one and party two. So you know the total pizzas that are delivered to these three parties that are known. I'm not straight away writing it. There's not too many information here. I can anytime look back and collect those information. So pizzas could be of thin crust or deep dish variety and come in either normal cheese or extra cheese. So whenever you read an information like this, you should be able to understand that these two types are complementary to each other. So could be of these two, this or this variety. That means that it could be either thin crust or deep dish, not both. But every pizza has to be either thin crust or deep dish. So these are complementary sets, right? So complementary sets implies that automatically a matrix kind of idea. But we are not going to start with a matrix because already there's a matrix here. But let's continue here and come in either normal cheese or extra cheese. So again, complementary sets, right? Normal cheese or extra cheese versions, so that they are versions and these are varieties, whatever it is. But these are complementary sets to each other, normal cheese and extra cheese, and thin crust and deep dish are complementary sets to each other. So complementary sets is just a terminology I'm using. I hope you understand what I'm meant by that. So each pizza will be either of thin crust or deep dish, and each will also be of normal cheese or extra cheese variety. So if you think about it, there are actually of uh, four types. So thin crust, normal cheese, deep dish, normal cheese, thin crust, extra cheese, and deep dish, extra cheese. So these are the four types that you can have, which are written here. Anyhow, so these are the four types that you should automatically be able to figure out. But anyhow, let's move ahead. So partial information about the proportions of T and NC pizzas were given. So please understand, you don't need the proportion of both T as well as D, because whatever is not T is D because of that complementary idea I talked about. So what I'm going to do is there's a proportion table that is given. I'm going to convert it to a number table, so a numeric value. And I'm not going to write all of this together. So just whatever is given, that much with one additional column, and that is obviously the total. So this is what I'm going to work with. I know there are a total of 800 pizzas that was given. 70% of which was delivered to party 3. So 800, 70% is 560, 10% is 80, so you can multiply 7 to it. And the rest equally divided. So 30%, so that's 240 equally divided. So that's 120 each, right? So 120 here and 120 here. Now, you know that this table is giving the proportion of T and NC pizzas ordered by the parties. So this is a proportion of the total, total pizzas that were ordered in that party. So if this is zero point 0.6, zero point 0.6 is 60%, 60% of 120. So that is 72, right? Please do not fill in 120 minus 72 here. That is not what we are doing. Please understand that. 72 and deep dish are of different types. Okay, I mean, those are complementary, not that T and NC are of complementary. So when you're filling this up, just don't mess that up. Otherwise, just you have to make four columns or something like this. That will be too much data to work with. So this click is cleaner and it's easier to handle with. So just collect this information. Don't make that mistake. That's it. Now, party two, 55%, 0.55 of 120, right? So 55%, 50% is 60 and 5% is 6. So obviously this is 66. Normal cheese is given, so that is 30%. 30% is straight away 36. This is 65% of 560, right? Now, if you're good with these percentages, you would identify that 50% is 280, 10% is 56, and 5% is half of that. So what I'm doing mentally is 50% is 280, 10% is 56. I'm just taking these percentages of these numbers. That's it. The better you get in calculation, you can do this mentally. And obviously, the 5% that is left off, that is either you can get it from here, half of it, or you can get it from here, 1/10, whichever you prefer. So this is 28, right? So 28 and 280, that is 308, and added to 56, that is 364. So this is 364, right? So these are the information that we have, and also something about the total is given to us. So let's get that. So 0.375, if you are aware of 12.5% is 1 by 8, then you should be able to identify that 37.5% is 3 times of that, that is 3 by 8. So this is 3/8 of 800, which implies that this is 300. And let me take this circle off anyhow. And this is 52%, right? Again, let's try this mentally. If you don't follow, just write it down the same way. 50% is 400 and 2% is double of 1%. So that is 16, 1% being 8. So 416. So that is 416. So this is 416. And now you can get the corresponding numbers, which are blanks here, because these three will be adding up to this, right? That is very obvious because this is the total of the T pizza or whatever that was, thin crust pizza, right? And this is normal cheese, so that is obviously, again, total should be that. So 72 and 66, so that adds up to what? 138. So we are left with 162 here to fulfill this 300. These two are good numbers adding up to 400. So we need just this 16. So that is it, right? So this is all you had to collect. The better you are at calculation, the faster you will do this. Now let us quickly get into the questions. Okay, 21. How many thin crust pizzas were to be delivered to party 3? Straightforward answer. Thin crust pizza, 162, right? So that is straight away option B. How many normal cheese pizzas were required to be delivered to party 1? So that is 16. Normal cheese to party 1. So that is 16. So straightforward answers, right? I mean, they're not even challenging us to find the deep dish or the extra cheese. I mean, if you had to figure out something like deep dish for party 3, then you know that this is 162, the total is 560. Then at least you have to do this calculation, right? It's a very nice set. I mean, you don't even have to do these kind of calculations. Anyhow, so that's a good thing actually for the perspective of solving it. So a couple of questions, pretty easy. 23. Now this says for party 2, 50% of the normal cheese pizzas were of thin crust variety. So this is an additional information related to party 2. So whenever I get this, because this is relating this normal cheese pizza with the thin crust, right? Before this, we did not have that because none of these relation established before it. I mean, we don't know out of the 72 how many fall in the 16 category, or even any of them fall in the 16 category or not. Same with the 66, 36, the 162 and 364. So we don't know the relation between these numbers. But this information is telling us. So before I get into that or collect that information, let me draw something. Now, this is typically what you should be doing. So this is for party 2. Now, remember that matrix idea I talked about? Now, this is for party 2. So I'll focus on party 2. I know there are two things here. I mean, two pairs of complementary sets. Two pairs, please understand that. One pair is thin crust and deep dish. Another pair is normal cheese and extra cheese, right? And for party 2, I know the grand total number of pizzas. So grand total is basically this one. So this is the total and this is also the total. So the grand total number of pizzas for party 2 is 120. So that 120 comes here. I know the total of thin crust pizza is 66. So that 66 falls here. So obviously this is 54 because now this has to add up to 120, right? Because these are complementary to each other. So I hope now you're getting the difference between this table and this table, right? Now NC total for party 2 is 36. So this is 36. And because this is 120, so this is 84, right? One small thing on calculation I would like to point out, because this set is not going to take too much time to solve, right? Just let me help you with these kind of things. So 66 to 36, check this out. This is a drop of 30. So there should be an increase of 30 here, right? In order to fulfill this 120, because this total should also be this total should also be this. Anyhow, so we have these numbers. Now coming to that additional information. So this is before the additional information. This is already what we know. 50% of the normal cheese pizza were of thin crust variety. So what is the denominator of the percentage? 50% of the normal cheese pizza. So these are the normal cheese pizzas, right? So out of this, 50% is any one of them. So the other one will also be 50%. So both of these are 18, right? So if both of these are 18, we can get the other number. So this is 48 and this is 36. I don't know whether I require it or not, but it was that easy a calculation. I'll just fill it out. Now, what are we looking for? The difference between the numbers of TEC and DEC pizza. So TEC is this and DEC is this. The difference is 12. That is the answer. So let's get into the last question now. Okay, so for 24, suppose that a TNC pizza cost as much as a DNC pizza. So there is something related to cost as well. So let us take that down. But 3/5 of the price of the DEC pizza. Okay, so that is a relationship. So let me take that down. So TNC is same as DNC. The price is equal. So all the NC pizzas are same in price. And that is 3/5 the price of DEC. A DEC costs 50 more than TEC, 50 more, and the latter costs 50. Oh, so this is good. So what I know is, first of all, the latter is TEC, so that costs 500, and DEC costs 50 more. So the DEC price is 500 more, so 550, right? And because these two are 3/5 of it, so I can just write it here. So just let me take it off. So this is 330 each, right? So both of these. So whichever NC pizza that I have, that is of 330 cost. Okay. So now let us look at what are we looking for. Okay, so similar kind of information as the previous question for party one. So let us draw that matrix again. So party one, we have P and D, NC and EC, right? So this is what we have. Let's fill in the totals first. For party one, the total is 120. And out of that, T pizzas are 72. So that makes this part as 48. And we have 16 for NC. So that is 104 for this, right? So this is what we have. Now, what is the information? 25% of the normal cheese. So normal cheese is this. 25% of that has to be deep dish variety. So 25% of this is 4. So 4 comes in here. So this is 44. So that makes this as 60 and this as 12, right? Now, what are we looking for? The total, of course, right? The total bill. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to count everything individually. So I'm focusing on the NC total because NC, whatever be the variety, is 330, right? So all of these 16 pizzas are going to cost 330. Now, please understand this breaking up of 16 into 4 and not 12 maybe, but this 4 was important because accordingly we figured out these values, right? These other numbers. So don't think that filling this matrix was useless. We needed the other numbers because other pizzas cost differently, right? So let us use that. So this DEC is costing 550. So this 44 pizzas are costing 550 each. And the TEC 500 are costing 60. Sorry, the other way around. The 60 pizzas are costing 500 each. That's too much to calculate. Let's look at, yeah, so in the options, I don't have too many options with the same last two digits, right? So if I get 40, then maybe I have to compare a bit more. But let's focus on the last two digits first. This obviously have last two digits 00. This one is also last digit 00 because you have a 50 and this is an even number. 50 into whatever even number will end with 00. And 30 into 6 is ending with 80, right? So this is last digit of 80. So we don't worry about this 40. The answer is option A. That is the only one ending with 80. So that is it for this set. I'll get into the analysis now. Yeah, so I hope you understood from the solution itself. This actually was the easiest set of this slot. I mean, I won't even write in the difficulty easy, medium, or intense. I'll just write must do. So in order to do this set for sure, you have to reach this set on time, right? I mean, so please scan the paper properly. That is a very important idea. Now, scanning a quant section and scanning a LRDA section are two different things because because for a quant section, you can directly reach it after, after you can just read a question and then figure out, right? I mean, it's just one question, right? That is the point. But in LRDA, you have to work a little bit to figure it out. So a little bit of 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes at least to figure out whether it is, you should dedicate. But still, I mean, if you're dedicating 3-4 minutes and then still not solving that and moving ahead, just being confident that you will find easy sets, you should identify a set like this, because every CAT paper will have an easy set. Please understand that whichever year, whichever slot you pick up, there will be not only one easy set, at least two easy sets. I mean, one easy, absolutely easy, something like this. Another also easy, but with maybe a little bit more calculation and little more time consuming, something like that. But then one absolutely easy set, you should be identifying those. So this is a must do set. And the ideal time, including everything, would be somewhere in the range of 5 to 6 minutes, because this has nothing to do with the first part. You just have to read it. Don't keep collecting everything. Just small bit of information. You can always look back. Just keep registering the important ones in your mind. So three different parties is fine. You don't have to register that. You can see that in the matrix itself. Total number of pizzas is 800. So that is something you just need to remember, that you have that data. That total number of pizzas is available with me. The percentage of that goes to party one, party two, party three is available to me. What is that? Forget about it. You don't need right now. You can collect it later on. So those kind of activities will help you to reduce time. So 5 to 6 minutes is an ideal time to solve this set. Faster than much better, but ideally you would take 5 to 6 minutes to solve the set if you're good with it. So that's all I had to talk about in this analysis. So thank you for joining in. I hope you enjoyed the set.